So this is just going to be a quick channel update. And I'm going to run down some things that I have added, and also why we haven't posted an episode in a while. Mostly because we keep having technical difficulties happen during the show. The last few episodes have either been corrupted files, not recorded in some manner, or like the file got corrupted in the way it was recorded. And this week, we were supposed to have a episode yesterday come out, but unfortunately, that episode I accidentally streamed instead of on Twitch instead of recording. And so I didn't know that, so it took me a while to find it. So I have the episode, but I have to edit the episode, and that's really it. I got the files, I just have to edit it, and hopefully I can get that done by the end of this week. So that's just where the episodes are. We're going to try and get the next episode should be done by next week, and then we're going to try to record that. I'm going to try and record that weekend as well, and try to get 2 out in October. That's the plan, at least. Besides that, we now have a Twitter account, which I made because I realized there's a lot of stuff that we can't. It's hard to communicate with most of the viewers, and that's mostly because most of the people who watch the podcast are family and friends. And because of that, I don't have all of those people's contact information, and a lot of that kind of spreads out, like family members of family members. So it would be nice to have a place where I can post the episodes. People can share that, and we can kind of have more access and a better way for family members to communicate. People to communicate, the podcast out to other people, maybe make it more easy to see the podcasts, and hopefully, because we also have a problem with people who watch the show who need to know when the episodes come out, and a lot of people don't subscribe to the podcast, or they just don't know it, like they don't get notifications, so having, social media accounts should hopefully help with that. It also allows us to do some different things that I have planned, like maybe having people, vote on our next topic, do stuff like that, since it would be nice to kind of have... we have a lot of different topics, and if I don't have an idea for one, or we want to do a podcast episode, and we don't really, most of the podcast topics are chosen by me coming up with something and being like, oh, I'm interested in so-and-so, or I have this cool idea, or there's something I'm thinking about, and I want to look into that, or I want to discuss that. It kind of spreads different generations. And a lot of times, I don't have that. I don't have anything to really go on, so having another way to choose topics would really help the podcast kind of go, so it could allow us to kind of do more stuff. Hopefully do more episodes in the future. But so far I have a Twitter and I have a Facebook set up, so that's only under my name. So I was trying to get to work, but Facebook doesn't allow you to use different names, so that's the only. So those are the two I have. But if you have another social media account that you predominantly use, please tell me. Either in the comments of one of the YouTube videos, because I'll get those, or on the Twitter or something else, or just communicate back to one of us on the show. I also had an interest. And then the next thing is I have 2 ideas, which is one, and I have to talk to my father and my grandfather about this yet. I have no idea. But because of the fact that when we streamed, I didn't intend to, but I was kind of thinking maybe we could do more of that. Again, it would allow us to kind of interact with family members more quickly and not have to talk to them about these things, and could allow for some interesting conversations that kind of spread throughout the family members, and, it could be interesting. It also, depending on what we use, it also can be a way to generate money for the show, but that's not really that important. The show probably will never make any money, but you know, if you want to support us, I guess. I don't know. Really, it's more just a way to communicate, and I have to go over it with the other two guys on the podcast, but it was just more interesting because I did see that we got some viewers on the Twitch account, and I kind of thought maybe it would be interesting. But I have to talk to them. Especially because we also have stuff that we talk about before and after, so having a more concise where... The only problem with that is that we would have to define time to end, as we often just kind of talk for a long time, and then we have to just kind of go, okay, we're done with the topic here. We're also hoping to do some bonus stuff that will allow us to kind of fill in moments when we're not able to make episodes. The current plan is to try and have 2 episodes every month, which hasn't been going well since we only made one last month, and that's the one that's currently being edited. So, yeah, but hopefully if I can get that on track and we can get the episodes made, we'll be able to do 2 a month. There's one final thing and I can't remember. Family members, people who are, if any family members or people who can kind of in communication, that we might see, I don't know, or you want to give us the contact information to show up on the podcast, since we do it over Zoom, who are interested in being on the podcast, I guess. I don't know if anyone is, but in case you are, I mean, we're willing to have anyone, really. We've had ideas to have a couple of people on, like we did with my sister, and I think we almost had someone on. We almost had one of my uncles on for one of the episodes. That might have been one of the lost episodes. But yeah, so I think that's it. Those are some of the loose ideas. And the main thing is just that we missed the episode. It's going to hopefully come out by the end of the week. And we also have social media accounts now. So the main thing is just please tell us the social media accounts that you use. That's very important, because that lets us contact and communicate better. I think that's it. Alright, so one last thing before the end of this video. I got the recording going, but its audio is terribly done, and so I'm going to have to do a lot of fixing on it. And we got to do a lot of fixing on it. So it's going to take a lot longer to get the episode out, so it might not be next week. I'm going to try and get the video for this month done, at least recorded by the end of this week. So hopefully it will all be good by then.